Have you ever felt like the end is near? Well, my friend, you are not alone.
It's to avoid to survive a nuclear war.
In our current day and age, there's a lot of uncertainty gripping the world. With rapid changing climate and economic instability being on everyone's mind, it's no wonder some people would want to prepare for the worst. These people in question are called preppers. If you haven't heard about this type of person before, basically it is someone who accumulates mass amounts of food, water, and bullets as a mean to prolong their survival in the coming apocalypse. In recent years, the preppers have used the internet to spread their message to the uninitiated laymen in order to encourage them to adopt a new way of life. If you would like to become a prepper, there are many creators who spend their free time making TikToks showing people like you the way of the prepper. Together, we'll take a look into this wacky world of prepping in order to prepare ourselves for the end of the world. After all, if you die, who will watch my videos?
Scenario time. Let's do a little assessment.
One thing the prepper community likes to do is what I call the pop quiz, where a level 45 expert prepper surprises a typically off-guard level 5 novice with a test of their knowledge. The level 5 never expects these quizzes, but that's the point. Catching people off guard is often a learning experience for these people, and you too will get to experience this as well.
The lights go out. It's 10 o'clock at night. You stumble through the house, open the back door, step outside. No cars, no sirens. You pull your phone from your pocket and realize the screen is black.
This video is severely lacking some Subway Surfers clips played at the bottom of it. I'm already getting bored.
You hit the power button and nothing happens. Your neighbor tries to start his car and it won't start.
Oh shit, good thing Bill from down the street has the Bath & Body Works candle. We're all saved.
What don't you have right now that you ought to think about getting?
I don't know, I'm kinda having trouble deciding between rosewater and ivy, champagne toast, or cinnamon spice vanilla.
Most of you know what you need. We just need to get you past that easily solvable excuse. It's not about fear. It's about preparedness.
As you can see, failing to keep a stockpile of 100 3-wick candles at all times can lead to your death. That is, in the event of a solar flare. And if you don't know what a solar flare is, it's basically when all technology stops working. Somehow. Like as previously mentioned, cars don't run, phones don't work, and worst of all, computers can't run Minecraft anymore. And I think that's what the video we watched was about, making sure that you have all the proper tools to survive that. Like 100 3-wick candles. How else can you prevent mobs from spawning? What are you gonna do, set it to peaceful? I don't think so, pal. Jokes aside, this is kind of the mentality that most preppers share. They want to make sure that they have everything, just in case.
Say prepping isn't even that hard, people. Flip your breaker, turn off your power for 24 hours. See what kind of problems you run into and write those down. Go to the store for 2 weeks. Write down what problems that causes for you. Then solve those problems. Go to Prepzoneorg.
So I took his advice and went to Prepzone.org, and this is what I found. So ladies and gentlemen, I guess this is the Prep Zone. As you can see, the design of this website is very Y2K inspired. It looks like a blind monkey put it together, but if we go down here, you can see a little bit more disregard for color theory. And as you can see here, we can click this button to go to shop merch. Upon clicking, we can see the merch, and it's horrible, to say the least. Honestly, I could probably throw all this together in like 3 seconds in Photoshop. Hold on, let me try. So yeah, that was pretty easy. I guess you guys owe me 40 bucks.
So let's say they detonate an EMP over the United States.
Whoever this they is must be a horrible person. I really hope they actually don't do that.
Well, if you're at work, you're gonna have to try to get home from work through all the traffic, no power, no traffic lights. So once you get home, if it's during the summertime, it's gonna be hot. If it's during the wintertime, it's gonna be cold. You're not ready to not have no power.
Well, that's where you're wrong, bucko. The man earlier informed me that I had to buy 100 3-wick candles, so I have an unlimited supply of heat and a projectile weapon to inflict blunt force trauma on any intruder that tries to come in my house. I'd like to think that I'm pretty ready. Maybe more ready than you, even.
Right, so let's say you got a generator. That's real cool, but you don't have no gas. So now, there's no power, so now you can't get gas in your generator. Now you can't either warm your house or cool your house or charge your phone or talk to your loved ones. And that's day one, power outage. You gotta be ready. You gotta get you a solar power generator, man.
Is this video just entirely about getting a solar generator? Man, you could have just told me at the beginning and it'd save me a couple minutes. It seems like primarily that these people are preparing for a power outage or a nuclear war.
Just recently in Carolina, we saw those power substations get attacked. It took them a good solid week to get that fixed.
But there's a big issue with that, is that might not be what happens. You see, those are the most likely things to happen if the world goes to shit, but there are other apocalyptic scenarios, like the ones that are featured in disaster movies. Now, you could say it's logical to kind of rely on the most possible outcome of the apocalypse, but in the movies, that's never how it is. It's always one crazy guy trying to convince everybody how to survive this wacky phenomenon that just happens. Like a big-ass gorilla coming from an island, or like maybe the world just starts getting cold randomly, or the Earth core stops spinning. They don't prepare for that. And this entire video, they've been condescending and being like, have you got your generator running? Have you got your cans prepped? Well, I'd like to ask them if they have their Sharknado survival kit ready, or if they got like an anti-Godzilla kaiju pill, because you better be taking that if a kaiju comes to your house, because I don't think your little prepped goods and stockpiled diapers are gonna save you from that.
What items are you stockpiling to barter with during SHTF?
If you don't know what SHTF stands for, it's prepper lingo for when shit hits the fan, and you will need to know that going forward in your prepper career.
I'll go first. Alcohol, tobacco, baby formula and diapers, eyeglass repair kits and sewing kits, feminine and hygiene products. Like and follow, the more you know. AP out.
Sometimes I feel like I'm a better prepper than some of these guys. Like, this dude really thinks he's gonna be some Fallout 3 merchant, when in reality, if 2 or more people want something he has, they will just take it from him. If the end of the world is gonna be as chaotic as they think it is gonna be, this guy should really just forget his bartering roleplay. And buddy, I would know. I've played every Fallout game, so I'm kind of an expert.
If you've been to a physical grocery store, you are probably seeing holes. If you're shopping online, you're noticing a lot of your staple items are out of stock. Like many of the preppers and conspiracy theorists have warned,
So I guess if your local Walmart is low on stock, the most logical thing you can do is buy the things you don't need now, or maybe even in the next 5 years to prepare for the worst. Because I'm sure that'll help people living paycheck to paycheck with their shopping experience.
it's time to start prepping your pantry for some hard times. If you have no idea how to get started, there are preppers like me all over TikTok.
Wait, pause real quick. Is this an ad? Is this an ad for your account? I'm a little bit suspicious right now.
You don't even have to follow me.
Wow, good fucking save right there. Just by adding that, you've completely destroyed my argument just a second ago. Good job. It does make you wonder though, are these creators pushing hysteria by blowing things out of proportion to boost their pages? Maybe, but sometimes it sure as hell seems like it.
The US and Germany have agreed to give Ukraine armored vehicles, tanks. And Russia said, that's crossing a red line. And once those vehicles come to Ukraine, that is giving Russia the okay to attack NATO.
Well, that didn't happen. This video was posted January 29th, and it is currently August. Seeing as that you're watching this video, and we're all alive right now, I don't think nuclear war has happened yet. I could be wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments below.
Are you guys prepared for that? There is a nuclear weapon armed Russian ship off the eastern coast right now, near Washington.
Source? Trust me, bro.
Just waiting. What is going to happen to our economy if World War III pops off?
If nuclear war happens, what will happen to the economy? That is this guy's thought process. You will probably die is what will happen. The economy won't exist. I really don't understand how these preppers think. Like, they're focused on survival, but this guy's flipping out about the economy. And like, to go on a tangent for a second, this shit is in his basement. Do you think that nuclear war is just gonna like skip your basement? All your little resources and stuff just decimated.
What are the food shortages going to be like? Is your work going to stay open?
Is this guy mental? Like, he's worried about his work staying open in the apocalypse. I've never seen anything so silly out of, like, one of these preppers. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh shit, nuclear war's gonna happen. But this guy's like, oh, I'm gonna be out of the fucking job if these bombs go off.
Are you still going to have a job? You just don't know what could happen. And I hope you're preparing for that.
I'm preparing for getting bitches, buddy. Jokes aside, I feel like the prepper phenomenon is a weird one. On one hand, you have people who generally care about helping other people learn important survival skills, like canning, resource management, and 3-wick candles. Yet, there is a side that is just fear-mongering and is honestly ridiculous. In conclusion, I've learned that it may be a good idea to think about the future like these people do, but more importantly, you shouldn't obsess over it. If times actually do get tough like these people are saying, instead of being a stuck-in hermit who just lives in their little bunker, you should rely on family and community to build each other up so you can build a better future for everybody. But with that being said, I wish you all a good day, and I'll see you when shit hits the fan.